What's going on YouTube? First of all, I'd like to apologize. I feel like this video might be a little annoying because we got the washer and dryer on. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some tools and garage and just make a fun little video since I know how my car to work on. And yeah, so before we get started, today is Monday. And over the weekend was an awesome ride. It was a huge Grom meet. It's like 150 Groms meeting up in Orlando. So a bunch of us Supermoto guys went and crashed the party, and it was an awesome ride, really good time. But like everyone crashed. Like 5 of like our 7 friends all crashed. I was one of them, and I wasn't recording my crash, but my roommate Matt got it on camera. So if you guys want to check out my crash, which is pretty epic, it'll be a link in the description below to Matt's video, and definitely check it out because he made a really awesome video of the day. But yeah, so I'll throw in maybe a few little Grom clips somewhere, maybe right after this clip. Fucking shreds, dude. So yeah, as you guys saw, fucking Grom's killing it Sunday. I really want a Grom. But enough of that. I want to give you guys a little update on the garage. I got some more tools, more random stuff I want to show you guys, and just kind of like do an overview and talk about tools. Because like I really like collecting tools. If I can have a dream garage, it would be 7-car garage. It would be lined with toolboxes. It would be friggin' workbenches. It would be super sick. Like I really enjoy hanging out in the garage, and I feel like maybe some of you guys like doing, you guys like my garage videos. So I feel like some of you guys might want to have like a cool garage one day, or just like I said, just enjoy just working on things. So let's get started. Let me show you around the garage. Alright, so let's make my way around the garage. I got my buddy's engine hoist I need to return. That's been sitting there. I need to really return that. I got my Supermoto here, looking pretty good. Headlight's a little busted up, but it's okay. I can fix that. No big deal, no big deal. Well, a few scratches here, but it's fine. It gives it character. It gives the bike, a sense of like it's mine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I got a bunch of random Miata parts here. This is the trim pieces for the interior. I'll put that back in eventually. But yeah, I mean, I've been collecting a good amount of tools. The garage is getting pretty solid, and I'm really happy with it. Not much really in here, but the main thing I want to show you guys is that if you're in a garage and you like tinkering, start a bolt bin. I really can't stress how important it is saving all your extra bolts and nuts and washers and random L brackets. Like you'll be amazed how convenient it is to have a spare bolts bin. I'm in this box like constantly looking for spare bolts, and it saved me many times. But over here, not much here. There's a lot of spare Miata parts, or not spare. Most of my turbo parts are inside here from my car. I don't think I got much in here. This is just random labeled bolts from the build. Yeah, pretty empty. Not much in here. I think this one's got more stuff in here. But, oh yeah, okay. So, I definitely want to compare and talk about Harbor Freight, Snap-on, Craftsman. I would like to talk about that now, or during this video, I like to bring it up. But when I shop at Harbor Freight, this is what I shop for. I shop for a heat shrink, electrical connectors, some self-tapping screws maybe, and zip ties. Those are like the big things you want to get at Harbor Freight. I would not trust Harbor Freight impact tools. This is from Harbor Freight. This is a Harbor Freight impact gun. I think I paid like 60 bucks for this. And I bought this one day because I was working on my truck, and I have an air compressor, and I was trying to get a bolt off that was really hard to get to. Not hard to get to, but hard to torque off. It was on there really tight. And this was the biggest piece of shit I've ever bought. I lost the receipt, so I couldn't return it, and I basically just have this $60 paperweight. Piece of shit. This is a tiny Snap-on gun, older model, very small, very powerful. much better in quality, easily can take bolts off. Just the difference between electric and air tools between Snap-on and Harbor Freight. Do not buy Harbor Freight. Basically, the gist of what I'm saying is don't go out and spend your life savings on Snap-on. but don't buy Harbor Freight in air tools. That's what I'm trying to say. So all that being said, I do have Harbor Freight jack stands. I trust them. I mean, I have a Miata. It doesn't weigh much. It's like, you know, a little over 2,000 pounds. These jack stands should be okay. I trust them for a Miata. If I was working on my truck, I would probably not really trust them, nor do I need to jack up my truck that high, because it's pretty high enough I can crawl underneath it, change the oil and stuff. But Harbor Freight jack, I really enjoy low profile jack. That's worth the money. I paid 80 bucks for that. It's done me well. I can't say anything bad about that. I'm not here to talk shit about Harbor Freight. I'm just trying to compare it and tell you guys my experience with these tools. Alright, so moving right along, this is my workbench, which is still full of Miata parts. I really need to clean it up. But the main thing I want to talk about here is buy a workbench, build one. They're really cheap. I got this for like 35 bucks on Craigslist, and I just put a new piece of wood on top, really cheap. And best thing about a workbench is that you can put a vise on it. And this is the Harbor Freight vise, and it has been amazing. I love this vise. This is probably one of my favorite things on this side of the garage is that vise. Let's see, most of these boxes are full with, like I said, my Miata parts. This is my ECU. What's all the random shit in here? Down here, not much, just some spare rags. More spare bike parts. I have stainless steel lines for my CRF I haven't even put on yet out in the back. I got extra handguards, so I want to fix that. Hell yeah. So you guys talk shit about my bike and say, oh, this is a piece of shit, you're ruining it. No. I got backup parts. It's all good. So yeah, more stuff I gotta put on. More spare parts. And then some random fluids and paint. Nothing too crazy. Goddamn Craftsman drawers messing up. No, I'm just kidding. They're good. My dirt setup, I really need to replace these tires. These knobbies are blown out and I popped the front tire. But yes, yeah, so that basically covers this side of the garage. Let's go over to my main box. Okay, my main toolbox. I really am trying to keep my box clean and organized. I really like to keep it really neat, and I know when anyone's inside using my tools because shit's out of place. The fuck? Okay, those are like that because I have the wrong size socket organizers up top. But yeah, so this is my main toolbox. It's getting there. It's getting pretty full. I have Harbor Freight ratcheting wrenches, and I since then have upgraded to some Craftsman ones I picked up on Black Friday, which are extremely nice. But the Harbor Freight ones did me really well. I actually enjoyed these. I still use them all the time because I don't have a 15mm ratcheting wrench. So I actually can't say anything bad about these. These are really good wrenches. But the rest are Blue Point, some Craftsman. Random screwdrivers and pliers. I really need to invest in a good set of wire crimpers. But if I could say anything about this drawer, it would be the Nipex pliers. I use these things like every single time I'm in my garage. These are about 40 bucks and I love them. Really good pliers. Let's kind of skim through here really quick. I hate this gun. Hate it. The Makita, oh my god, I hate this gun. I need to buy a new one. Half-inch snap-on impact gun. Fucking the bee's knees. Love that gun. Oh, Allen key socket set. Nothing new there. I've had that last time I did a garage video. Not much here. Getting into my junk drawers. Old sockets. And more junk. Speaking of Harbor Freight, let's talk about this guy. Okay, so if we're talking about good things from Harbor Freight, I paid $15 for this angle grinder about a year ago, and I love this thing. This thing has cut through more stuff and more crap than anything I've ever seen before, and like it's pretty good. That being said, usually every time I cut this, I'm wearing a helmet. Insert clip here. So yeah, so I'm afraid of this wheel coming off and breaking my face, but that being said, I still use it all the time and it's done me really well. So Harbor Freight angle grinder, pretty good job. Now let's talk about something from Harbor Freight that I would not trust. Okay, so this is the Harbor Freight torque wrench, and what I would use this for is probably for throwing it at someone, maybe beating a bolt in, taking up space in my junk drawer. This thing is a piece of shit. And I would not trust head studs on my like $5,000 motor with the Harbor Freight torque wrench. So I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. I mean, it might be accurate. I really should do a test on it, but I don't ever use this ever. I think I used it a few times when I first got it. Not worth the money. This is about $20, okay? This is the Craftsman torque wrench. Much more beefier. You can feel it click. You can hear it. I mean, it feels solid. Okay, this thing feels way more safe. I would trust this over this. Hopefully you guys can see the comparison. I'll show you guys them side by side in a second. But this is about $80. Much more better quality. I did a lot of work with this. I did a lot of work on my car and my not my car, mostly my bikes with this one. And it goes up to 75 foot-pounds. Very nice torque wrench. This is well worth the money. Now, this is the best money could buy. This is a very nice torque wrench. So if you're working on really nice expensive stuff that you don't want to break, i.e. example, my Miata motor, torque wrench, snap-on, very nice quality. So basically laying out these three, so seeing these three side by side, you can kind of see the differences. I mean, right away you can tell already how small and just shitty the Harbor Freight torque wrench is compared to the Craftsman one. And then comparing the Craftsman one to the Snap-on one, I mean, still, you're still comparing, you know, a Ford Focus to a Tesla, you know what I mean? So it all depends on what you're working with, what your budget is. I don't recommend everyone going out and buying this one because this one's worth a lot of money. But the Craftsman one did me fine. Great torque wrench. It's perfect for anything, you know, anything bike related, anything motor related. It's really good torque wrench. I can't say anything bad about it. But the Snap-on one is definitely the top of the line. But what I'm trying to say here is I would not trust your expensive motor or your bike or anything with the Harbor Freight torque wrench. So that concludes my torque wrench, what do you call it? Torque wrench review, summary kind of comparison. And definitely comment below, let me know what you guys think about how I did this. I really should find a bolt and test all three of these, see which one's more accurate. But I know the Snap-on one's the best one. I don't need to do that. And you guys should know that too, so. Yeah, that sums up my torque wrenches. So, the Snap-on one goes back in its nice, hard, protective case. Like so. And the Harbor Freight one, back on the ground. Now, I like to state it one more time, I'm not here to bash Harbor Freight. I really think it's a great store. I'm just trying to compare and let you guys know the things that I've learned from my experiences from Harbor Freight tools and things that I would not do again if I had to redo them. But this is a Harbor Freight breaker bar. Great breaker bar. It's a piece of metal. I haven't broken it yet. It's done me well. It's gotten off a lot of hard bolts. I recommend buying this. This was like 10 bucks. I use it all the time. So like, you can't really say everything from the store is shit, but you gotta know when to use the right tools for the right job and I guess get away with lesser quality tools. So I mean, look at Hager Garage. They've built so many sick projects and fun projects with Harbor Freight, and their Harbor Freight welder has done them so well. They've welded many things with that welder, which I would love to get a welder. I would love to start welding. So that might be something in the future. But yeah, I am not bashing Harbor Freight. I'm just trying to show you guys, you know, little comparisons between basically the three kinds of main tool brands. So, update on the Miata. I talked to the cage guy today. I dropped the car off on Friday. Today's Monday. Obviously, he hasn't even started working on the car yet. But I was talking to him today, and we are going with basically an FD spec roll cage, minus intrusion bars, and minus maybe a few other small support bars. But I will have basically a full FD spec cage in my Miata. So I will be able to tandem at OSW, the local drift track. I'll be able to run ride-alongs. I mean, not right away. I gotta like get better first and actually learn how to drift. I don't even know how to drift, I'll be honest with you. But my car will be able to eventually when I'm ready to. So that's pretty dope. And I am getting full X door bars, which I don't know if you guys have ever sat inside a Miata, but a Miata is like this big, and with race bucking seats, it's like this big, and with a full roll cage, it's gonna be like this fucking big. It's gonna be so tiny. So I don't really care. It's not my daily. It's just my toy, my fun street project car. So I'm excited to get a full cage, and definitely gonna paint it white. It's gonna look dope. All black car, white engine bay, white roll cage. Probably keep as much interior as possible, because I don't know. I think it's really funny when cars have full interior and a roll cage. But we'll see. Like I said, I'll make more videos when I get my car back, of course, when I get my roll cage. And pretty excited. Alright, so if I had to list my top favorite tools in the whole garage, and not in any order, it would be definitely a snap-on torque wrench. Definitely one of my favorite tools. 2 would definitely be deep sockets. I highly recommend getting yourself a set of deep sockets. Let's see, that's 2. Ooh, 3, the 100% ratcheting wrenches. My god, don't even use a normal wrench. I don't even know why anyone would buy a normal wrench. I'm just kidding, they're really good. 3, let's see, that's 3. I know what 4 is. You gotta go over here to get it. Number 4 would be the snap-on tap and die set, which my buddy Brandon got for me for Christmas. Amazing. Quality. I have the Harbor Freight tap and die set. I would not recommend it. Do not do not buy the Harbor Freight tap and die set. So number 4 is definitely the my snap-on tap and die set. And number 5, call me repetitive, I guess there's the right word, but my Nipex pliers. Very, very much enjoy these pliers. So normally those tools are what get used the most, and I enjoy them, and they last long. And I have nothing but good things to say about those top 5 favorite tools in no order, even though definitely the torque wrench is probably my favorite tool ever. But yeah, so I think that wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys see in the garage, let me know. Comment below. You guys know I try to respond back to all my comments. Hopefully to have more Miata videos, of course, as soon as the car is back. And I don't know, probably some more bike videos between now and then. I may do a video on my truck. I kind of want to talk about that. You guys walk around. I keep some nice, useful stuff stored in the truck. Just kind of random things. I think it'd be a fun little video. But let me know what you guys think, and if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. But if not, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy the channel, and definitely check out some past videos of the build, because I know I've gotten some new subscribers and I appreciate the feedback and the kind words you guys have been giving my way. And yeah, so that's it. Wrap up this video, and I will see you guys on the next video. Later.